Hey everyone, today I have for you some Korps of Krieg gameplay footage. Me and Fodder did some multiplayer 1v1s. We played like 4 times against each other at like midnight. So we were both pretty tired. But anyways, I got some Korps of Krieg gameplay. I think his build order is pretty interesting. Um, The thing about Fodder is he's told me he's been playing multiplayer for about 5 days now and only played against one other guy. So he's not like an expert on Krieg, but I still lost to him a lot. And I have a lot of hours in multiplayer. So this who's been playing multiplayer for 5 days beat me a couple times. So it should be an interesting match. I'm playing on Titan's Fall, and I'm playing Dark Eldar. Normally I play Chaos or Death Guard, but I've been playing Dark Eldar for about 2 or 3 years now. I'm not that great with them, but I know what all the upgrades do, and I got the build order down to a T. So if you guys see me play Dark Eldar, that's me pulling out like the big guns. I'm very familiar with them. I'm also very familiar with Sisters, but Sisters have a lot of bad matchups, so I don't play Sisters that much. So yeah, Krieg versus Dark Eldar. I have a lot more hours than Fodder, but he said he's played a lot more real-time strategy games than me. He's played a lot more RTSs than me. I haven't actually played. I don't have that many RTSs in my library, so he could be right. He could have more RTS knowledge than I do. So, anyways, I think I'm gonna start it. I am the Dark Eldar, so Titan's Fall. So let's go ahead and start it. I have a couple other replays. I have an Orc replay too, so I'm gonna record that. So here we go. I think I'm gonna make the Orc replay a different video. So yeah. So what makes his build order interesting, as you can see, he's doing generator first, and he's also doing a. You'll see here in a second what his build order is. It's pretty interesting. It's a build order you don't see too often. But yeah, I was really struggling against this guy. Even though he's only played multiplayer twice, I really struggled against him.
Ready to fight or die for the Emperor. This is the Emperor's land now.
And I don't know much about Krieg. I did read the books, but the books are completely different from the gameplay. So I couldn't tell you if he's playing them right or not. I'm not gonna say, you know, if what he's doing is right or wrong, because I actually don't know. But I have Dark Eldar down to like a T, so you'll see some of that. So here he is capping the map, and this is what I think is interesting about him. Instead of capping these points, he's going level 2. He's going level 2 at a minute 40. And he's at 50%. And he's going for a second generator, which is interesting. And no commander, no units out of the field barracks. Pretty interesting build order, if you ask me. Here I'm doing some warrior aggression. I captured my side of the map, so I captured my side of the map, so I'm fighting him now. Looks like he's got Yeah, 3 squads up here. He's got a 4th squad.
You need the Sergamento.
And I do have my, I think I'm gonna leave it on me, because I do have mandrakes. Yeah, I do have mandrakes running around. If I was on his screen, I wouldn't be able to see him. But yeah, I have some mandrakes running around, and this is really the reason I picked. This is really the reason I picked Dark Eldar. And as you can see, he noticed. So he knew what infiltrated units were. He did say he played every Dawn of War game. So I was just kind of testing him here. So it looks like he noticed on over here, but he hasn't noticed over here, which was interesting. So that's a squad wipe. These squads here, this squad wipe I just did was 100 points. So killing the squad didn't really mean a lot. Every squad I take out is 100 points, which isn't that much. I am trying to get some souls. Trying to get some souls going. Now I don't have a lot of Dark Eldar Unification experience, but I know they're level 1 pretty well. So I'm doing some level 1 stuff.
Until taken hold victory.
Get some mandrakes going, get some fighting in. And he likes going level 2 so he can get the Death Riders. And he's got a sniper too. 74 to 20. 68 to 10. He's actually got a better economy than me. Even with me decapping, I'm decapping all his stuff, and he still has a better economy than me. And I don't think he's capped half his points. A little aggression here. Try and take out these Jaegers. These garrison buildings are really scary. You can see how much damage my commander is taking. Commander armor is really strong, and he's already halfway dead. So that's something to worry about. Here he uses a smoke grenade, and I couldn't see his army, so I used my the vision ability. Here I have to run away because bunker, you know. But yeah, I tried fighting him. I tried fighting his Death Corps of Krieg a couple times, and I wasn't able to beat it. So I had to pull out the big guns, which was if you guys watch my videos, you guys should know Dark Eldar is like my big guns. So here I'm getting the poison upgrade, mostly for the mandrakes. Getting a second slave for so I can get the map control faster, get my listening points faster. I misclicked on this relic. I meant to decap the relic, but I misclicked. Now my mandrakes are slightly better. More smoke grenade shenanigans. I have to run away from that fight. And some multiplayer advice for you guys, if you guys ever do multiplayer. It's one of the best things to do is to attack from both sides. So here I am trying to attack from this side, and I'm also trying to attack from this right side here. And this is his build order. He goes straight for sniper and Death Riders. And I find this build order really hard to fight. It's a really strong build order. It's a build order I'm really struggling against. But yeah, as you can see, I'm attacking his flanks. And here I thought I clicked on this, because it looks like I did. But yeah, I tried to decap it, but oh well. Yeah, this sniper is just really tearing me apart. And yeah, I'm having a really hard time dealing with these Death Riders. Even with upgraded Mandrakes, it's a real pain. So we got a fight on this side, and a decap over here. I think I am getting souls. Yeah, I'm getting souls. He finally caps his point. I managed to take out one bodyguard over here.
6 minutes until taking.
He starts to notice, but his commander's at 50%. Pretty nice aggression. Got the Homunculus, pretty cheap commander. I just bought him because he's a really cheap commander. And you'll see this damage here. If they activate it. So in about 2 seconds, they were able to destroy my listening post, which is faster than Space Marine rocket launchers. Space Marine rocket launchers, it takes about 10 seconds, and these Death Riders can destroy a building in 2 seconds. So it's a pretty powerful ability. And because of that ability, that Death Rider ability, I don't upgrade my listening posts. I don't bother upgrading my listening posts because it can destroy my buildings in 2 seconds. Here I tried to pressure him. It's a pretty weak army. My army right now is pretty weak, but I figured I should have, put pressure on him. And here he's trying to, he's gonna put turrets here in the middle pretty soon. So he's just gonna reinforce this middle position. I'm level 2 now, so I'm catching up to him. He went level 2 around minute 30. I'm level 2 at 9 minutes. I remade the Archon. So I put the Archon here for defense in case those Death Riders show up. And the plan is, if he runs around and destroys my stuff, I can Archon him. So that's the plan. And here he is decapping my stuff. I did have this victory condition going on. Here I get some Scourges. Scourges, I need to take out that bunker if I want to get the middle. If I want to get the middle, So Scourges take out the bunker. And here he takes out my buildings again in like 2 seconds, which is faster than like rocket launchers. So pretty strong if you ask me. Here I try to, he's trying to engage my squad over here. So I put down my torture amp, which slows down this unit. And now it's 2 squads and a commander fighting the squad. And he does a pretty smart job of running away. So that was pretty smart for him to run away from that fight. And I did detach my commander, so I can have. It forces his one squad. It forces his one squad to make decisions. The more targets you have, the more decisions you have to make. So that's why I detached my commander there. Here I sent in my Venoms, and I'm not very familiar with them. I don't know much about Venoms, so I was just trying these Venoms out. I don't know much about how they work or anything like that, but I saw they were new, so I tried them out. I think there will be a few parts where I fast forward. Yeah, I'll probably fast forward this part. I make witches for the. I got the gun upgrade. I got the gun upgrade and the splinter cannon. I got the splinter cannon, and I'm using my witches in range stance. So, and the splinter cannon actually does pretty well against vehicles. So that's why I have the witches there. Basically, everything I'm doing is the deal with this one squad of Death Riders. This one squad of Death Riders can destroy my economy. So that's what I'm doing there. And here again, I try to do the same thing. I'm trying to pressure on both sides. This is something I do a lot in multiplayer. This is something I do all the time with Tyranids and the like. So here I tried to take out his listening post, but his Death Riders are pretty fast. And here I sent in my Mandrakes. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what his detectors were, so I was just most of the time. Most races have one detector. I wasn't sure what his detector was, but I figured it would either have to be in the middle or over here. So I decided to send my Mandrakes over here. I couldn't take this building out or it would detect me, so I had to attack this field barracks here. And here he tries to flank me, and I send in my vehicles. But he's also fighting my Mandrakes here. So this is like another two-part battle. Again, not sure what detected me, but I ran away from that. And it looks like he does have actual soldiers now instead of the Jaegers. So it's getting more and more intense. Going for a Talos. I really like the Talos. I make the Talos every time I play Dark Eldar. That's just like a guilty pleasure of mine. Going for the Crucible. This is so I can tie up. If the horse, if the Death Riders decide to show up, I can Crucible them and then shoot them down. They're a very powerful squad, and they're a very, very powerful squad, which is why I'm doing all this effort to take them out. As you can see here, I'm scouting the map. I'll fast forward a bit. As you can see here, I'm scouting the map, trying to take control of it. I do have the slag. I got the slag over here, which is pretty cool. And these Death Riders do high damage to even vehicles. So you see my vehicles are going down pretty quick. And these are even close range focused vehicles too. And he's got all these defenses here. Mortars and heavy weapons. And here I soulstormed. So there I just lost 2 Taluses. I did get this yellow. So not a great fight for me. But he had a large defense here. Here I make the monstrous Chimera. I seen one guy complain about them, saying that they're really good. So I decided to make these guys. Fast forward a bit. Venom flanking these turrets. I didn't know these turrets were here, but I ended up winning that fight by like 50 points. And it's kind of crazy to me that Death Korps Krieg turrets can take out level 2 vehicles in a couple shots, which I didn't know about. But yeah, if you decide to go vehicles against turrets, you're not going to win that fight. And if they decide to make heavy weapon team, if they decide to go full for heavy weapon teams like this, there's pretty much no way you can breach this. Heavy weapon teams and turrets is pretty much unbreachable. There's nothing you can really do. Here he buys chemical weapons and attacks my listening posts. And here I do send in my Chimera. I want to see if it was any good or not, because I play a lot of Dark Eldar, but I don't know what the new stuff is. So I am starting to float. I was starting to read all the new stuff, and I was deciding. I wasn't sure what to do. I wasn't sure if I should keep teching up or go full. I wasn't sure if I should do a full level 2 or tech up. So I was still deciding. I do want to take out this middle area, but I need to gather up a bigger army. And this middle area here just tears right through my vehicles, no problem. But yeah, I wanted to scout his base. See, now I can see his assembly plant. But yeah, I really just wanted to see his base, see what he's got going on. Because I didn't know these turrets were there until now. So I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did scout his base. Here he gets. Here he goes on to the attack. And as you see here, these 3 squads and a commander. It takes longer. It took them like 5 seconds to take that out. And these horses can take it out in 2 seconds. So these horses are about as strong as 5 squads and a commander. So it looks like my monster is going down, but I was able to kill most of his Death Riders with the Soulstorm. My Soulstorm recharged. I was able to take out a lot of his Death Riders. Here I tried to engage. This ends up being a fail. I have upgraded Mandrakes and upgraded Warriors, but even with upgraded level 1 units, his heavy weapon team is just no match. Even if all these upgraded, no match for Death Corps or Krieg. And here he's got these tiny tanks, which actually do pretty good damage to level 1 units. Their damage to level 1 units is actually pretty high. And here I might actually lose my, yeah, it looks like I'm going to lose my Scourges. So that's another squad wipe from me. I lost another squad wipe over here. But I am floating. So it's not the biggest deal. I do have my DS. So level 4 at 21 minutes. 138 to 117. 106 to 62. So that's what we got going on. Because my army died, I can now make the level 3 units. Here I tried to laser them. Took out those soldiers. Took out the heavy weapon team. So that was a pretty good fight from me. I lost 3 squads, but I was able to take out that. I think we're both floating by a lot. Yeah, we're both floating. I should have made with this much float, I should have made another HQ. These little tanks here do pretty good damage to buildings. And here again, I tried to attack from this side here. I am attacking the middle. these turrets here are strong enough to take out my level 3 unit. So unless you have a level 3 unit, there's just no way you can beat that. And here I'm trying to slow him down. My DS isn't upgraded. I need to get the health upgrades. But even without the health upgrades, it's doing pretty well in this fight. But yeah, this much float, I should have made another HQ. And he goes, he attacks my left side here. Yeah, in order for me to take this middle, I would have to do like an all-in to take that out. And if you're wondering why I'm not building certain units, it's because I'm not familiar with them. I don't know much about the new stuff. And as you can see here, these witches actually do pretty well against vehicles. I was able to take out those tiny tanks with the witches. They do alright against vehicles. And here they take out my level 4. But I was able to do some serious damage. So now it's 115 to 89. Here I get the Tempest. The Tempest looks really good. But as you can see here, even with the Tempest, I'm struggling to take out his defense. His defense is really solid. And this is what I mean by I really struggled against this guy, even though he only has a couple hours in the game. The Tempest like one-shots commanders, which I didn't know about. As you can see here, I'm like one-shotting his commanders, which is pretty wild. But he's like one-shotting my level, I guess this would be level 4. He's one-shotting my level 4 vehicles, which is pretty wild. I was able to take out one turret, so I'm getting there, and I took out his commander. But basically I'm focusing everything on scouting. I think scouting is pretty much my only chance of winning this. I made some air units to deal with his close range units. So here's some Raven Death Rider action. And this much float, I can make level 4 units all day. So I'm not too worried about it. And I actually didn't know until now that these Ravens shoot their anti-vehicle lasers. Until now. Here he has a tank, a Lehman Russ. But I used the Raven stun on it. So I stunned his I was able to stun his tank. And then I stunned it a second time. I can't stun it again for about a minute. But yeah, I didn't know the Ravens got buffed. These beams would only come out if there was like a land speeder Tempest or something. Or like a these lasers here for in vanilla they'd be used for airplane fights, you know, air-to-air fights. But I guess you can use it on ground units now, which I didn't know about. I got the second vehicle health upgrade, so now my level 4 vehicles are extra tanky.
5 minutes until taking full victory.
I really like the way this looks. This looks really cool. Too bad it's really fragile. I want to see the stats on it. 350 damage, that's pretty good. As you can see here, I'm starting to make a comeback. Basically, I'm level 4 spamming. even with both health upgrades, my level 4 vehicles go down pretty quick. Another Soul Storm. My Soul Storm recharged. Forced him to run away. I guess this dog here is the detector. And I didn't want to kill the dog, but I do have mandrakes running around.
4 minutes until
So I did have to kill the dog.
victory.
Which I feel bad about. In that higher gun game, you can pet the dog. So I usually, I usually don't do that, but I needed to kill it for the detection. Here he's got all this anti-vehicle stuff going on, but I have a lot of anti-building. So anti-vehicle and anti-building. I was actually able to take it out pretty quick. And I decided not to make Trueborn because I didn't know how Trueborn worked. I know they're really strong in Ultimate Apocalypse, but I did not know how they worked in Unification. So yeah. But here I am, like level 4 spamming, and here he's got a transport. He's got his level 3 units in there. And here I have my upgraded level 2 units. So it's gonna be a level 2, level 3 fight. And I think I activate my morale ability. So I was able to shatter his morale. And this is why the splinter cannon is actually really good. And there's a fight. I got a fight over here. So I activated the morale ability. Screams of the Dam. And here I'm fighting his Commissar Lehman Russ, which has 130, 72. I do have double health upgrades. And I managed to keep this Ravager alive with like 2 health. So here I am sniping his vehicle with my Ravager. And here I was able to squad wipe his Grenadiers. So I win this fight over here with my witches and range stance. In hindsight, I should just put them in melee. Their melee damage would have been higher. And here I tried to finish off the game. But I did have so much float that I started going level 5. So I'm going level 5 as this fight's going on. And this was the only time I beat. This was the only time I was able to beat Korps of Krieg. I lost all the other matches against Korps of Krieg. They're really, really strong. A lot stronger than I thought they'd be. But yeah, I should have made more HQs, but oh well. And yeah. I guess if you're struggling against Korps of Krieg, this is how you do it. And yeah, he wasn't a weak player or anything. He noticed my infiltrated units and everything, so he's a pretty good player. So yeah, I got all the health upgrades. I got everything upgraded, and yeah, I think that's the end of the game. I am going level 5. It's at 50%. 50% on the level 5. And I'm getting more and more souls. I also have that one commander that can take over infantry. So really, I might have been able to make that one commander and actually steal his horses. That one commander says he can steal infantry units, So there actually was a chance if he attacked my base, I could have just stole his I could have just stolen his squad, which would have been pretty cool. But yeah, there you go. Some Unification Dark Eldar gameplay. I really only play Dark Eldar if I'm like really trying. So you won't see Dark Eldar a whole lot. But yeah, there you go. And yeah, I actually really struggled against this build order. Is straight to level 2 build order. So it seems to be a really strong one. And yeah, I was able to squeeze out a win there. But just barely. It was a difficult fight. Once he got detection, I was screwed. So it was a very difficult fight. And yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I haven't seen Fodder in chat for a while, so I don't know when the next time I'll fight him. He mains Korps of Krieg, and I main Dark Eldar. So yeah, I'm not sure the next time we'll fight. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. Korps Krieg gameplay, Dark Eldar gameplay. Bye.